Hi everyone, welcome to my first video introducing you to Scratch programming. I'm going to release a whole range of videos to teach you a lot of exciting and cool stuff that you can do with Scratch programming. Now let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is to open up your browser. Okay, preferably Chrome browser or Firefox browser. Okay, and go to this website URL scratch.mit.edu. Scratch.mit.edu. Okay, once you click on this link, you will come to this page. Okay, after you come to this page, what I would strongly recommend everybody to do is to create an account with Scratch. Okay, and why this is important is because once you create an account, all the code that you do, all the projects that you work on will be saved in your account. So wherever you are in the world, at any point of time, you can just open up a browser and you can start your coding and carry on with your work. Okay, so that is very important. So let's join Scratch. Okay, so click on the top right hand corner here. You'll see a button, join Scratch. So when you click on this button, you will come to this page, okay, where you need to create a username and create a password. Okay, then you click on next and you follow through the steps. Okay, basically what you need is you need a email account for verification. I will if you do not have one, please check back with your parents or your elder siblings, okay, to help you to create one. Okay, and once everything is settled and you have an account, okay, come back to the main page again, okay, and click on sign in. Okay, when you click on sign in, you enter your username and your password and you click on the sign in button over here. Once you have signed in, okay, on the top right hand corner, what you will see is you will see your username over here, and if you click on the arrow, okay, you will see a selection called my stuff. Okay, so when you click on my stuff, what you will see is all the cool projects that you have been working on. Okay, of course, if you are new to Scratch, you will not see anything here, but don't worry, we're going to start immediately to create our first project. Okay, so click back on Scratch over here. This is our main page after you have logged in, and I want you to click on the create button. Okay, on the top left hand corner beside the Scratch logo, you can click on the create button. When you click on the create button, you will come to this page over here. Okay, and this is the main coding page for Scratch. Okay, so let me introduce you to this page. Okay, on the left hand side, you see a lot of colorful sort of buttons over here. These are all the sections, okay, which have a lot of different blocks that you can use for coding. In the next part of the screen, what you see are the blocks associated with each of these sections. Okay, so for motion, you have some coding blocks here, for looks, for sound, and so on. So there's a lot of there are a lot of interesting, very cool stuff that you can do with Scratch. Okay, which we will be exploring in a while. In this empty white space here, this is the coding space, our coding area, where you can drag and drop blocks, okay, to create the logic that you want for your program. On the right hand side, you will see an object which is a cat by default. This object is what we call a sprite. Okay, so if you look down here, you can see sprite and the name sprite1. Okay, so by default, when you open a new project, you'll always see the cat as the starting point. Okay, and this whole white space is the stage, okay, or the screen where you can place your objects and decide what kind of activity you want your sprites or objects to carry out. Okay, and of course at the bottom here you have some details about the sprite. Okay, in subsequent lessons you will learn how to add more sprites, okay, and make it even more interesting. And there's another section here called stage to change the backdrop. Currently we have a plain white backdrop. We will use that for now. In other lessons we will be changing the backdrop to something even nicer. Okay, so this is basically the overview of the entire Scratch coding environment. And first thing first is you want to make sure that you give your project a very nice unique name. So for this first project, we're going to call it my cat. So at the top here, this white space, okay, you can delete away whatever that was there, the untitled. You may probably get untitled 1 or something if it's the first project. And we're going to call it my cat. Okay, we're going to call it my cat over here. And don't worry, it will just save automatically every time you are making changes to the code. So at a periodic level, it will keep changing it. Of course, if you want to save it yourself, you can always click on file and save for now. Okay, so it will also make sure that it saves at this particular point of time. Okay, so just to get you started, okay, we will just do some fun things with the cat. Okay, or on the left hand side, if you click on the motion button, okay, the first block there says move 10 steps. Okay, so click on that block and move it over here. Now if I click on this block, what happens? The cat moves. Okay, so you can see that Scratch programming is very easy, very intuitive. Okay, you don't need to actually type in anything major. You just need to make sure you know how to connect the blocks, okay, according to the logic, okay, that you want the object to carry out. So in this first simple example, what we want is we want the cat to move 10 steps. Okay, similarly you can try to drag the other two blocks that come after that. This block here says turn clockwise 15 degrees. Here is turn anti-clockwise 15 degrees. Okay, so if I click on this, you can see the object starting to rotate clockwise and counterclockwise. Okay, so this gives you an idea of how Scratch works. Okay, basically it's all block based coding, and of course you can also play around with something fun, okay, which we have sound over here. So the first block here says place sound meow till done. Okay, so if I click on this, okay, it will play the meow sound. Okay, so you can see that we have a lot of very nice cool things, okay, that we can make the objects on the screen do. Okay, and we'll be learning a lot of this stuff over the next few videos. Okay, so hope you are excited. Okay, so please remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel at the end of this video, and follow up on the rest of the videos from my website. All right, thank you, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.